Yeah, we're playing Ryan. We got black, so that's not fantastic, but let's go. Okay, GLHF. All right. We're playing, supposedly, I guess I don't know for sure who's in. Okay, everyone in chat is simultaneously playing me right now. This is superposition of everybody. This is turn 0, medium timer, random color. I can't even really tell based on playstyle is the thing. Especially because Andre just plays like the regular London stuff now. Oh, hey, 5D Chess, the reason I'm here. Joe the Lurker, I can't tell whether or not you're being sarcastic. Are you actually here because of 5D Chess, or are you one of the many people who saw me on YouTube and came to the stream, but who doesn't watch any of the 5D Chess videos? Because that's a lot of my audience. But you know, I can't do 5D Chess dirty. We gotta give 5D Chess the respect it deserves, right? Even if no one on YouTube wants to see it. Jonathan Blow's new game is Sokoban style. I'm being mostly sarcastic. All right, well, bear with us. That's interesting. This pawn here. This doesn't feel like Ryan, but I feel like Ryan wouldn't. Oh, this is weird now, isn't it? Because it's like, how do I... My queen... Fuck it, we'll do it live. I feel like Ryan wouldn't put his name on the gameplay without knowing what the gameplay is. I've asked Zachtronics on an AMA, and they will never make a Sokoban game. That's not really Zach's style, though, like, at all, is it? Wait, this is a 5D Chess streamer? I thought this was a variety streamer who plays 5D Chess occasionally. I mean, we've kind of pivoted into that, haven't we? Which I'm okay with, as long as 5D Chess is still around. Oh boy, it's 5D Chess sometimes. Yeah. With multiverse time travel. Heck, I always thought this was a Chess Ball Advanced streamer. Oh, Levon, why? I thought this was a podcast. I think all successful streams, I guess it depends on what you're looking for. But for the most part, the streams that I spend the most time watching are basically podcasts with a gameplay shell over it, right? Who are you playing against? Chat. Unironically correct. What the fuck is this? Yeah, I genuinely don't know. This is a 5D Parabox Sokoban streamer. Like 5 people in chat have claimed that we're playing against them. So who knows? You know what? I think that we're gonna do a little bit of this. I want this pawn here so that my knight is defended on c4 if I jump into there. You know what? I'll probably just do this. No, because then when this bishop... No, actually, because then if the sack happens... That's a really interesting knight rotation. I think it might have been effective. What do I do with this bishop? I think I pull it back. Like, I was considering using this as kind of like a bishop outpost. But I think if he trades and my pawn is here, like, yeah, I've got something like always attacking f3. Then again, I do close this diagonal, which makes it a lot more difficult for the queen to come in. But no, I think I want to defend... I think I want this to happen. I think I want this pawn here. I'm on the fence. I knew that was gonna happen. That's super... I was gonna say that's supernatural. But that's a word that means something different than what I mean for it to mean. I think here I pull my queen back. And defend f7. And prepare for a castle? Castle long? Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, so he's pre-fired his knight, or his pawn here on my queen side. Castling now feels more sketch. But I think I'll probably do it anyway. This bishop here. Well... I'm in a castle. I'm gonna do it. I mean, I saw that coming. But I don't know to what extent I'm worried about that. Like if I guess if I take this pawn off of this square, it's trouble. Actually, maybe kicking this knight. I know that I've just like basically moved this knight back. After having it already there. But I don't mind using this trade as an opportunity to pivot my knight over to my queen side. Then again, to get this pawn off of this square, I would have to... Oh. This feels pretty Ryan-esque. All of chat is actually in a voice chat deciding what to move against him at this game. I think in general that makes them weaker. Then again, all of the Dreamer versus the Worlds have gone the World's way. Who, by the way, I haven't seen Dreamer in a while. Does anyone know what he's up to? Is he around? Is he alive? Just about. I forgot that highlighting a message was even like a channel point redemption option. Right, and that pawn looks hanging. Supernatural is a subset of not natural, and extraterrestrial means not terrestrial. True. Extraordinary means not ordinary. So it's not you, Mage? No, this is Ryan. Wasn't he Russian? Dreamer's Russian. Ryan's Canadian. Levon said he's playing. Levon did say he's playing. I don't know. I like white structure better here. Honestly. White seems better both defensively and offensively. Wait, I thought Ryan was African. He's a freaking Canadian. Yeah, da, 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 da. I think you lost the tempo somewhere, is Black? Well, certainly pulling this knight back here lost me a tempo. It was a bad pun. It was a terrible pun. Maybe when starting second. Yeah. Don't you hate it when that happens? When you lose a tempo as black? Because you go second? I sure lost a bishop for knight trade. Is that... Are those like Unicode bold characters? Is that like a thing that exists? Are there Unicode italic characters? Why is it taking so long? I thought this was a good move. Like, what happened? Unicold versus Unihot. This is better highlighting than actual Twitch highlighting. I disagree. It's not like all purple. There's bold plus italic. Desyncs. Polyhot. Unicold versus Polyhot. Yo, can we talk about how... I've already mentioned this. Actually, I should respond to DJ10 Twitch's comment. Here. So for some reason, I don't know if anyone saw, but the last stream, I think before I left for Turkey, we played Chaturaji, which is like the ancient Indian 4-player chess variant. It was DJ10 Twitch, Crazy Penguin, and Ryan. Ryan for CHT. And that video had like a normal number of views for the first like 48 hours. It was like 80 views or something, which is normal because, you know, I'm not like a huge YouTuber. And then it blew up to like 2,000 over the next day for like no reason. And I shot up like 20 subs. And I have no idea why. Like, YouTube just decided that Chaturaji was like the next big thing. And that video blew up like as much as my Hyperbolica video blew up, which is the sort of original video that like blew up for my turn. You know, 2K views is huge for like me, just because I'm not a huge content creator, but I don't know why. It was just out of nowhere. It wasn't even like immediately upon, and it wasn't like, oh, it got like crazy good like click-through rate, and so YouTube decided that, you know, I'll show this to 1 billion people. It was just like completely normal analytics, and then it suddenly exploded. It's like, what the fuck? Like for Hyperbolica, that makes sense, and for Patrick's Parabox, that makes sense. Those are like indie puzzle games where I went in day one when it was released, so there was like a big influx of like interest. Really? That's kind of annoying. I feel like I feel like that was one of his best pieces. And he pulled it back, and I can trade it for one of my pieces that aren't very good. And like, it's going to be more difficult for him to mobilize his this knight here. And his bishop going from here to here is... I'm just going to take this. And so it makes sense for those videos to like kind of blow up, right? And it's like right off the bat, you can tell, because people are like... I can see in the analytics. It's like, oh, people are searching specifically for Hyperbolica and for Patrick's Parabox, right? But in the analytics for this Chaturaji video, it says like 98% of the views are just from YouTube's recommendations. So I don't know why. I don't like understand. This is your second most viewed chess video. Most views is probably Chess Battle Advanced, right? Which people still comment on that video like, wow, you really like you didn't do the tutorial, or like you played really badly, or like you threw, which is all true. But I think criticism of my gameplay for that game is just funny. For sure, the Indian time zone kicked in. Does the Indian time zone only happen once every 48 hours? What is my game plan? Hold on. I gotta actually, like, mobilize my pieces here. I want to do this so I can get my... so I can swing my knight over. But, I don't want to lose this pawn, which right now is what would happen. So what other pieces do I have to activate? Certainly my rooks, right? Actually, no, because I don't want to open up the... Maybe I attack on his king side with this pawn. Because I don't need to... Normally, h7 pawn stays there because it's important to defend g6 with more than one piece, right? I think maybe this is where I... Because here and then it gets kicked and then I'm just sad, right? Yeah, okay, why not? Let's push the pawn. Yes, once every 48 hours. Did you say Chess Battle Advanced? I can't believe I thought I said Chess Battle Advanced instead of Chess Evolved Online, which I still might not have done. I don't know if I'm being trolled. But right afterward, I was like, do I want to comment on it or just hope that I said Chess Evolved Online? I did. That's fucked up. It's fucked up. Oh, man. God damn it. Well, it's because I've been reading it in bold in my chat for the last... Come on, Cement. We expect only optimal play Stockfish level. Certainly Stonkfish level. Funny thing is, I feel like my pair box videos are doing the worst now, despite that being the seeming reason of my channel growing. Well, I guess we have that in common then. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on, what do I do? What's my plan here? What's my plan of attack? That's a weird move. What? Why would you move your queen over to that side of the board? Can anyone explain to me? Why would you do that? I want to push my F pawn. It's nice defending the knight, and it's not like any of his pieces can attack my knight. In a way that matters. I like this better than kicking though. Let's do this. Yeah, same here. I think general parabox interest is just dying. But for a while it was really strong, and I guess you and I were two of very few content creators who were giving Patrick's Parabox the exposure that it deserves. It involves the Earth crust rotating higher at half the speed. Indeed, time zone happens once every 1,000 years. It's a time of great subscriber gains. The tectonic layer of India is just disconnected and floats above Asia. I got here when YouTube recommended me Penultima for a stream. Really? Cubics got here through Penultima? That's interesting. Oh. I was just told that I have to make a poster section by the 18th and to present it on the 23rd. Hope you've got existing work, Crazy. That is an insane turnaround. So saying Maine's evil scheme worked. I guess. I still don't understand what the scheme is. I still don't know. It's been all this time and I don't know what the fuck Chess Battle Advanced is. And I haven't wanted to give him the satisfaction of asking or looking it up. I think someone told me, like maybe it was Maine who told me that it's like one of Ryan's projects or something like that. Hold on. Wait, let me check the clip. Actually, no, I'll do that on my own time. Let me figure out what to play first. Okay, we kicked his knight back and it can't rotate anywhere, so actually that feels really good. But now I don't want to push this because then it'll mean that the knight gets to move. And I don't want to see your knight on my board ever again. I feel like the queen is got the, like, I think maybe rook over. I don't know. I want to activate my rook, but I also want to activate my knight. I feel like knight here and this trade is just bad for me. I feel like it gives up way too much ground. I don't want to get this pawn involved. It feels bad. So maybe knight in. But then what really is my plan? Knight up here and he can only kick it like this. And then where do I put my knight? I don't think... Sacking it to disrupt the pawn structure is like... potentially, but I don't think if he takes with the queen and then like castles eventually, then again, if I force him to castle, I think that really opens up his... I don't think it's worth the positional advantage of getting rid of this pawn. Because if he takes with this pawn, but if I'm down a knight, I feel like that's just really bad for me. I was wondering why this move happened, and I realize now that my opponent might just genuinely have valued bishops far greater than knights in the position, or just in general. I can reset the equilibrium, but losing this pawn, going down this pawn, I feel like it's actually pretty bad in the position. Okay, hold on. I need a game plan. I feel like I did a good job of not flagging before. Well, okay, here's the question. How do I improve the position of this knight? And the answer is I kind of don't. If I move it, I mean, it's the only thing defending this knight, right? So, well, okay. Maybe I can move up this knight and then rotate this knight? But, well, okay, then it doesn't really work. Man, what do I do? I need a game plan. I need to not flag. Well, a move like this might just buy me time. I don't know if that move is good, but it might be. Because, like, sacking this bishop might be like a play later. And it's not like he can improve the position of his pieces very much. You know what? Maybe we just do this. Hopefully it's not, like, structurally too terribly damaging to us. I mean, in truth, like, it might be. It's a certain possibility. Then he just immediately rattles off b4, huh? Okay, what am I doing? I feel like rook up makes this pawn a target. Well, okay, if I kick this queen, where's it gonna go? Like, it frees up this square for his knight, but where's his queen gonna go? If his queen goes here, that's probably good for me, because I'm kicking up his... Because look at how open his queen side is, and if he forces, like, a queen trade that opens up his king side, I feel like that's good for me. Right? So I think I want to kick his queen. Why not? Let's do that. And I think this attack on my king side is much less potent. I think this is totally fine for me. In truth. Yeah, I think this is great for me, actually. Now I can just do this. And if he trades in here, then I'm sitting quite pretty. I'm sitting gorgeous. I'm sitting beautifully. Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Like, it looks like it ruins my structure, but I think that putting this hole in his... Okay, here we've traded down... He doesn't have any queens or bishops. I feel good about this, man. But I don't know. Now, what's my knight's... My knight's a little wonky, huh? Sun shining on me. I guess we can hop the knight to d5. I don't know. Puzzle game series that exploded for me was Squishcraft, which is the best and ugliest laser puzzle game. Someone in my YouTube comments recommended Squishcraft to me. Takes a day for our internet content to get to India, plus Indian time zone. I see. Chess battle advanced. Streamer will return. He still has to try to collect tax. I'm having a mild panic attack. Aw, you're gonna be all right, crazy. I mean, if you were like, your advisor will understand if you prioritize that over your lab work, right? Like, posters aren't too bad. Ooh. Well, D5 is no longer an option. Okay, so I have to figure out how the hell I'm maneuvering my pieces. I'm also running out of time, so we gotta be real careful here. Takes, opens this up. Maybe to liberate the, if there's like a, this situation, then like a boom boom will open up this. Do I want to push this pawn? Does it mean anything to push this pawn? I feel like it doesn't mean enough. Takes. I think I want to move this knight. Or maybe I just push this pawn now, huh? No, because then push... I gotta... Oh, jeez. You know what? It might seem crazy, but I think King B8 is the way. I think King B8 is the move here. It's just something my gut just tells me. It might have killed me, this move, but my gut tells me that that's the way. Can you feel it? Well, now I need to defend this pawn at all costs. The square is already defended, and so is this square, so actually I don't feel too bad about all that. I feel like now we just push this right here. I think we make slow, incremental, position improving moves. Really? That seems crazy. Am I wrong in thinking that seems crazy? Because now I can crack his position open. Like, I'm already set up in a way that he can't prevent me from cracking his position open. Like, this? Hold on, do I want to respond? Oh, hold on, I have to consider here what the play is. Taking here is an issue. I feel like he cracks me before I crack him. What I don't want to do... Might have made a mistake. Hold on. So do I take here? So what's the plan? Takes here. And then takes here. I feel like I can hide back here better than he can hide back there. If takes here happens... Ah. Actually, what if I pivot? What if I pivot my king to here? He can't move his king is like the thing that I want to capitalize on. Man, there's a correct play here. Takes. Takes. I do not flag. I need to commit to something that will buy me time. I also want to, like, lift my rooks. You know what? What if I ignore? What if takes? And then takes? I'm kind of fine, right? So what if takes and then boom and then I just scoot over here? Like, if takes here, I guess that's the only issue. But I don't really care about that, do I? If takes and takes, then that's actually bad for me. Maybe I just do this, actually. I like this. I like this plan. As long as this pawn is here and the king can't run to here, I think I'm in decent shape. Because then I can push this forward after I make this rook battery happen. I hope I've calculated this properly. Like, I think I have. I have to be careful about knight mate on my king. That's like the main thing that I think I have to look out for. I feel like I'm super far behind in chat now. Are you Isley? Yeah, main is Isley. We need to wait until there's mates in 2 in the position to verify whether it's Ryan or not. Hey, Black Jacket, how's it going? I feel like you haven't been around forever. Can't renew my sub. How's that happened? I feel like this is fine. Actually, if he takes, I'm like okay with that, question mark? No, I should probably... Oh, you know what the concern actually is? Is if he like pushes. Actually, I feel like that's fine if he pushes. If he takes, then I think that's okay. Am I crazy for wanting to do this? If he takes, well then, is there a way that he can get his knight here if he takes this? That would be my main concern. Or do I win first? What if I let him take that? And then he goes here to threaten mate in 1. Okay, I guess that's my primary concern, is this is the only thing preventing me from getting mated here. Oh, man. Okay, boom takes. Boom. Boom. And then I'm mated before I can do anything about it. Maybe I take this now. Maybe this is the safest move. And then I have to just ignore it. Okay, well, I need to move. I can't see how I can force mate before his knight comes into play. So I think I just have to open up the file, which I know seems crazy, but... what can I say? It just be like that sometimes. Now I think my king is reasonably safe on a7 though, right? Because because of his pawn on a5 now, he can't mate me with his knight. Oh, jeez. This is freaky Ryan stuff. Now he can run away with his king is the issue. If he has his rook over there. Well, I mean, I have to do what I have to do, right? So I'm just gonna do this. And then boom here. And then I move here. I think maybe if he moves his king here, then he gets out of a lot of trouble. I need to push my pawn here. Yeah, okay. By opening the way for his king to run away as he attacks my king, I think he's helped his position out like a lot. Where's this going here? Then here and then like mate or something like that. I guess this maybe gets me out of trouble. I need to not flag is like my main concern suddenly. Defend these pawns with my knight. Seems fine. This is scrappy, man. This is a really interesting endgame. I've never played an endgame like this. Squishcraft is the secret black sheep best puzzle game of 2022. I see. I have paper to write too, though. I believe. We got through it. Narik, been fasting since Thursday. I feel weak. Fasting how? Why? Maybe though I'm not religious. Is it for like a surgery or something? Health benefits. Oh, okay. Well, I hope they've been working. Aristotle says fasting is good. Well, that's a relief because I get all of my health advice from like ancient, you know, 6th century BC Greek philosophers. I don't know if that's right, but whatever. It's mooning time? I think that means something different than you think it means, Narik. That move looks insane. Which one? The short castle? Fasting usually takes focus on training will and diet benefits come as bonus. Oh, I guess from that perspective, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, fasting always helps me as like an ancillary benefit. I usually improve my eating habits like after I stop fasting. In other words, I'm expecting a 70 to 80 hour work week starting Monday. Man, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Okay, yeah, I think that's absolutely necessary for him to do here. But I feel like now I'm threatening promoting, right? In a way that he's not. Ah, he's a tricky son of a bitch. He's a tricky son of a bitch. Oh god, I have to move quickly. I hadn't considered this. Oh jeez, I need to move. Ah, but this is just so good for him. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Okay, now I need to figure out how to... Oh, gosh. This is really frustrating. Alright, I'm gonna do this. Oh, although it is important for me to keep my... Oh, man. Okay. Man, and now this guy is stuck here. Oh no. I think I lost. Man, my opponent played so cleanly. It's crazy how cleanly my opponent played this game. That was just really good. And now I'm gonna flag. Actually, you know what? I probably don't need to be defending this piece with my rook. For the simple reason that, he's never going to want to take it with his king, right? Because that'll just open him up. So actually, I've misplayed this. I should probably... Yeah, okay, I can do better things with this. Yeah, he can't... Well, I'm sure he's considering taking either here or here. Probably, but I don't think that there's a way that he can fuck me up. Man, I can't even Jurassic to like a useful time. Taking with this rook maybe was the better play, but I think he could just get away there, and I'd rather keep his king in the corner. Although I don't know, because it does seem really safe here. Man, that's a really interesting endgame. I wish I had more time to think about it. I think he needs to sack this in now to prevent me from Jurassicing. Because otherwise I'm going as far back as back goes. I haven't been able to read chat in a hot minute, but I hope you'll excuse me, chat. God, I'm gonna have 0 time though. This is gonna be an issue. At least I'll have 9 seconds or 10 seconds delay. Didn't lose any time. Okay, here we go. Ah, shit. Oh, that's good too. This is a good board state. All right. Let's do a little bit of this. I know it seems ill-advised, but I think I think that making this move is overall going to prevent any headaches. Cause I wanna close up the like the diagonal to f7 as soon as possible, and I don't think he can really take advantage of that fantastically. I'm okay with that, right? Aren't I? I don't know. If I'm playing against Ryan, he's probably got some... Because if he takes this, then he just opens up my, like my G file, which is kind of the dream. That's interesting. I'm not sure what that's about. Because I don't think he can travel to... Because I immediately played this move, right? I already want... What don't you understand about my game plan? What? I'm so confused. Let's think. Let's push that pawn. Interesting. Let's do this. Why not? And then like this basically has to happen. And then we attack this bishop. The bishop is now stuck. We lost 4 seconds, which is actually awful. That's tragic. Whoa, isn't that good for us? Maybe it's not, I don't know. It's possible that it's bad for us. But now his knight is trapped, right? God, it's so frustrating to have fewer than 10 seconds when you have so many material resources on the board. It's like, I don't know how to convert. Like, how do I take advantage of this? I feel like I've done... this is maybe, like, could be considered the Semet, though. I'm just gonna do that. I guess he knows that his piece is stuck. Okay. Let me do this. I could have taken this pawn, and it was probably a mistake to not do that. But for some reason, like this play just like happened, like naturally. Oh, the bishop here is gonna be like a bit of an issue. Oh, that's probably what he wanted. Like if I take this and then he pulls the rook here and then forces a trade, then I don't have a piece. Oh, holy shit. Wait, what? That's a confusing play. Because now I've got this battery. Wait, why did he do that? Am I in trouble now somehow? Because having two rooks here seems incredible. Whoa, what? Why is this happening? Was that just like to flex? Did he just want to flex on me? Oh, clever, clever. He set something awesome up. Okay, what do I do? Maybe I just go... Oh, I can't go far back, can I? Oh no, I don't have a lot of time. I probably lose here. There's probably like no way in hell to defend this. Okay. Well played. I definitely didn't have the time to... I should have known that... Because his moves didn't make any sense that he was playing before, but it's not like I could have done anything about it, right? Even if I like anticipated his attacking my king, like Tchaikovskying my king post castle, like I didn't have the time to be able to like understand what he was doing, right? So that was really well played. I was wondering what he was spending so much time doing, and it makes sense. It makes sense. That was really well played. Man, I thought I had it covered, just because these pieces see a bunch of really important like squares on his timeline, but he traveled so far back that, you know, there was just no way for me to get there. And actually what's funny is, well, no, I couldn't have traveled that far back, could I have? So never mind. That didn't make any sense. But GG, that was really good. That was a really fantastic conversion. Oh, man. It's like devastating when your opponent has an extra rook, though. There's like such... It's so difficult if your opponent just plays solidly. It's so difficult to stop the impending death march. Like, this was only turn 16. There was another, like... I don't know, 18 turns before he caught up to the present. And so this is like the only way. This was really instructive for me, because I've played enough of these games where I have to win in like 20 turns with an extra rook because I've Jurassic'd to understand like the game plan, but I almost always haven't long castled in this situation. And so it's like this is a really important thing in my brain now. I've got a heuristic of like, okay, when Jurassicing like that, for either side, if long castle has occurred, that's like high up on my priority list of like, okay, I've got to get pieces over onto my queen side to defend. But man, yeah, that was like the one. That was really good. That was really well done. I considered pulling my queen over like early on too, before the... But him getting his bishop out early makes a lot of sense in retrospect. Man, attacking this, like leaving this undefended, that's really good. That was really good. And that's the only pawn that, yeah, because it... So maybe like in a situation like this, either doing like an early defense of this pawn by like pulling the rook over, but more likely than that, what I should have done is, I think the way was earlier on, like here, trade so that you open up the diagonal, because I'm in a great position anyway, and then pull my queen up. I think that was the play. And then like if this bishop comes in here, then you pull the rook over and then it's doubly defended and there's not really much that your opponent can do. But that was really good. That was really good. That was really well played. That was a good game. I thought that was like a really interesting end game. I spent way too much time. I flagged. I think that like if I had the time, I definitely would have analyzed, because the queen move here makes absolutely no sense. Right? Like without the context of there being another timeline, it's like, why would you ever do this? And so I should have known. It's like, why is it important that this square is not like doubly defended or whatever? But man, that's really good. GG. GG. This is probably Ryan, right?